Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to give you some baseline inbounds plays against a man-to-man defense, and these ones work great at lots of different age groups, but mainly at the high school age. However, first, I would like to say thank you to my mom for fixing my microphone issue that I've been having all day today for over 7.5 hours, and then my mom was like, well, can I just have a look at it and see what's going on? And quite literally, I spent like $200 today, $300, somewhere in that range, on microphone equipment to fix my issue that just never fixed the issue. And all it was a wire that was not plugged in all the way. So now I get to return all the stuff and thank my mom. So anyone who enjoys these videos, make sure to comment below and say, thanks, Alan's mom. Anyways, let's get down to the clipboard and let's check these out. Okay, so in this first play, what we're going to be going up against, like I was saying, is a man-to-man defense. We're going to be having player 2 setting a screen up and player 1 doing the exact same. That's going to bring their defenders up as well. And we're going to be having players 4 and 5 cut towards the baseline, towards the rim. Now, when those players cut towards the rim, they may be open for a layup. If they're not, let's say their men fought through and they're just not open, we're now going to have player 2 setting a screen for player 1, and he is going to be our backup option at the free throw line extended for player 3 to inbound the ball to him. Now, with both players 4 and 5 down in the key, we can extend this play. Instead of just setting up the offense and doing whatever, instead of that, what we're going to be having is player 2 popping up, player 3 using the staggered player 4 and 5 screen to pop out. Meanwhile, we're going to have a pass to player 2 who could shoot the ball. Player 1 could have shot as well. But also player 2 is going to pass over to player 3 as an option for him to take the three-point shot as well. So we could have just set up the offense, or we can have three-point options from one of those 3 players. Now that's more on the simple, easy side. However, this next play is going to be a little bit more advanced that I would use at the later high school level. So what we're going to be having here is player 2 setting a screen across to player 5, and player 4 is going to be setting a screen down for player 1. Player 1 is going to be popping up towards the point. This would be our secondary option. Our number 1 option is player 5 cutting across the key, which is now a possible layup or at least a hook shot for player 5. Our backup option is player 1. Now, if player 5 gets it, he needs to get that shot up. If player 1 gets it, he can set up the offense, or we can now have player 4 and 5 come together for a huge screen for player 3. Player 3 is going to come off of that screen, and he may be open for that three-point shot from the free throw line extended. Okay, now you may be saying, well, that's easy as well. Okay, so this next play is going to be really great. I use this a ton. Every single year that I have coached a basketball team, I have used this play. I call this the S play, and this is an absolute killer. If you have a player who can nail down a three-point shot consistently, this is the play for you. I call this the S play, short for shoot. And basically what we're going to be doing here is the play is going to be called S, and let's say we have a player called Tyler. We would call ST. From there, he would know, okay, I'm the one who's going to be taking the 3, and he would get on the opposite side of the key as to where the ball is. Let's get down to the clipboard and I'll show you what I mean. So let's say, for example, player 1 is Tyler. We're going to call this ST. So what's going to happen here is once player 3 gets that ball from the referee, player 1 is going to then cut across the key, and he's going to be popping out to the three-point line. Meanwhile, player 4 and 5 are going to collapse in, and he's going to be wide open from this corner. And that's going to be a quick three-point shot. So, again, very quick and simple play that you would generally use at the middle school or high school level, and very good if you have a consistent three-point shooter. Now, if he's covered, if his man got around, but he's still got that ball inbounded to him, player 2 is going to be setting up a screen, and player 1 is going to dribble up closer towards the point, and now player 3 can pop off to the mid-range or out to the three-point line, where he may be open for a mid-range or a 3-point shot. If he's not open, his player fought through, then player 1 just needs to set up the offense. Okay, so now in this final play, this is going to be a little bit more advanced. So what we're going to be having is player 5 setting a screen down for player 1. Player 1 is going to be popping up, and while he's popping up, we're going to have player 4 come over and set a screen at the same time for player 5. Player 5 is then going to be cutting towards the rim, and he may be open for that shot. Now, our number one option is obviously player 1. If he's not open and his man got through, player 5 could be open for that layup, but at the same time, we're going to be having player 2 cut across the court just like this, not using any screens at all. He just needs to be our fastest man on the court so that he can get that ball inbounded to him. Now, we can set up the offense, pass to player 1, or this could be just a quick screen for player 2, and then we can set up the offense, whatever it may be. But number 1 option, player 1 with the 3-point shot. Number 2 option, player 5 with the baseline quick layup. Or player 2 as our last and final option, who's just sprinting right across the court. Now, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. I hope that these plays help your team win more games. If they do, let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to say thanks to my mom in the comment section below as well.